Cleo, owner of Pyramid Productions and Shop Cleo Merchandise. Pyramid Productions is an independent film production company founded here in Tallahassee. And yeah, we make shorts, we make reenactments, we make feature links, and our website, my website is jasminejjohnson.com. And yeah.
Hey y'all, I am Ivori Smith. Follow my beauty page at @amillionstyles_ for faux logs, passion twists, makeup, all of the above.
How you guys doing? My name is Moise Bertrand. I am the founder of Navineeds, the online one-stop shop for college entrepreneurs. Pretty much, you know, I'm just a marketing guru. I feel as if I can help everybody. And you know, you guys gonna see that in my life, and you guys gonna see that in everything I have to say, and everything I have to say. I say the truth and the truth only. Thank you.
Are you going for like a shit?
I'm going for like
Navineeds take one. Okay.
Well, I'm Moise Bertrand. I am the founder of Navineeds.
Hello, I am Ivori Smith. I am the founder of my business, A Million Styles.
I'm Cleo, no last name, and I am the founder of Pyramid Productions and Shop Cleo Merchandise.
Cool. So let's get right to it. So pretty much in this blue cup you see here, it's questions. Now these questions could be kind of hard to digest because all you guys really need to hear this, but we come to shed some light on what everybody needs to hear. So anybody want to pull the cup first? First question. Go ahead. Drum roll, please.
Got these big old index cards in here. Let's see. At what moment did you realize that entrepreneurship was for you? Very early on. Like, I didn't like asking my mom for money all the time, and so I think the first time I kind of really realized that what an entrepreneur was, and that's what I was doing, was like in high school I would buy candy from Sam's. You know, you can buy it in bulk, and I would flip it at school. And I was doing that, and I ended up like hiring employees. I paid them $5 at the end of the day. They sell their whole box. Like, I was running things till the dean shut me down. But
The dean.
Yeah, but then they come all with the Snickers. I'm like, dog.
No, they used to take the whole bag at my school.
They used to take the whole.
Yeah,
I paid money for that.
Back at the end of the
No
day.
man.
Miami, you get robbed, man. If you got some candy on you, man. To be honest.
Yeah, nah, Orlando. But so yeah, I think that was when I first experienced entrepreneurship, and I went to Entrepreneurship Academy too in high school for 4 years. So yeah, it kind of was inevitable, I guess.
I wish I had something like that in my city.
I'm saying, yeah, it was healthcare.
Healthcare, nurses, everybody's doing this. Do you feel business school is necessary? It's a waste of time. I feel as if like you're gonna be an entrepreneur, you're gonna be an entrepreneur yourself. You really can't be taught entrepreneurship realistically. Honestly, you guys might bash me for this, but I feel as if like if teachers knew what they was talking, they would not be teachers. They would be somewhere because who really rejects tons of money? Like if everybody knew what they were saying, what do you think that someone would be somewhere else in life? So that's my objective. I know some people might disagree, saying, well, some people like to teach. Well, teach billionaires and millionaires who will teach you, who will give you consultation.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't know if anybody else would chime in too.
I mean, I think experience is the biggest teacher. Like, I don't know if you guys majors are, but like I'm in business school, and it's like, yeah. That's all I'm gonna say, cause they be hating. But yeah.
School was just
You were right. Absolutely.
School's a scam.
No matter the major, it is a scam.
Ooh.
A lot of people not gonna
They're
say
not
that,
ready
though.
for that conversation.
Not.
A lot of people don't want to hear it.
It's a video within itself. All right. Let's go. Looks like a hard question. All right. Okay. All right. Embarrassing or proudest moment with your business? I'm gonna go with embarrassing. It's not really embarrassing. I feel like every situation is a learning experience. However, so I'm also a part of the company Navineeds, and our very first event.
Only like 4 people. Really?
Our very first event, we didn't okay, so we're in the learning process of everything in the business industry, period. So we didn't really pub properly. So we threw an event. We had all these people signed up, registered. It was sold out, everything. But we just we just left it at that and thought, okay, well, people gonna come. They got their ticket. They gonna come. So we waited weeks after. People had their tickets for weeks. It was a free event, so of course people gonna forget about it. Something that they didn't pay for.
I'm about to say.
So
they ain't buy no ticket.
Exactly. Exactly. So the event they came. Everybody had excuses. Nobody came. Well, it wasn't nobody, but it wasn't as many people as we thought it was going to be. So on the inside it was embarrassing, but it was also a learning experience.
What about you?
I'm trying to think of embarrassing, but honestly, I'm such a Scorpio. I try to forget it. But I do think maybe like the proudest moment, maybe having someone I look up to like admire my shirts and like say they would want one type thing.
Matter of fact, show your shirt. We're about to see
Okay.
what we're really talking about.
So these are, I actually designed these in high school. Like I knew I was coming to FAMU, so this is the Friday at the set. Hope that don't go over people's heads. But
and you made that shirt, right?
yeah, I designed it, drew it by hand, got it printed out, and then I have this one.
And if you don't know, FAMU, the set is big.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
It's pretty much when all these bad kids come on Friday and then they just party in the daylight.
Then they say HBCU
day
stands
party.
for hella black kids, hella black kids unsupervised or something like that. That's what they say HBCU stand for.
Everybody's going crazy.
But and then this is the Family Matters shirt, Steve Urkel. Oh, I do have an embarrassing moment. It's not really embarrassing, but it kind of is embarrassing. Okay, so I was promoting the shirts on Instagram, and this is a specific shirt that I made that I will probably get him to put in like a picture of it. Yeah, and so the picture, it is, the shirt says, I'm sorry I lied to you, Martin. I just didn't want to go to BCU, and it's a picture of the little boy from Martin. Yeah, and so that guy, like, he's an actor, that the one from Moise or whatever. So like, I was, posting it on my business page. I was like, oh, like I need to get you in this shirt. And he did not like that at all. He DM'd me. He was like, oh, you need to delete that right now. I said, sir.
Why though?
Dog, he came at me so hard. He was like, you need to delete that immediately. I said, you spelled immediately wrong. Like, he was not. I'm like, I didn't even sell you that shirt yet. Like, I just literally made the prototype, and I was like, okay, I don't have to sell it. I got plenty more. But that's one thing to be cautious of. I mean, I would think that, you would want to help a small entrepreneur from an HBCU, but some people ain't on that wave. So if, he wants me to take it down, I did, but
It's more so like, damn.
did I put your name on it?
Right, like,
I'm sure I quit. But yeah, so that was that. But that's probably one of the most embarrassing moments.
So you show the camera then too.
Right.
I don't know if you can zoom in later on. Yeah, so he slid in the
DM. What he didn't like about it.
Dog, he just was like, oh, I didn't give you permission to use my likeness. I'm like, this could be any little black boy. Like, and I don't think.
That look just like him. I would think of him if I saw it.
And I'm just like, dog, like, I'm literally giving you props. Like, who has said your name, and like, we're not gonna touch that. So
we won't leave it like that.
Right.
Shout out to you though if you watch this. Let's see this next question here. Do you remember your first customer? Nah. Do I? I think I do. I mean, first customer in my business, I'll say my first customer ever. I still remember the first time, and don't come back and try to arrest me for this, but I stole a bike and stuff like that, long story short. Someone bought it, I made profit on it, so this was back when I was like middle school, so shout out to whoever I stole their bike. That bike was like, real fast though. But I stole the bike, and I'm proud to say it because it was more so like I confessed to it years later, which is not now, but obviously I said, hey, I stole your bike back when I was in middle school. But I made $30 profit on the bike, so I took the bike for free and I sold it for $30. So that was just my way of just saying this is business for me. So
growth.
Right.
$30, man.
That's where it
As
started.
middle school, you rich, $30.
Oh, you right. 20 got you feeling like
What?
He about to hold it. He about to hold it. That's a blooper, though.
What advice would you give to others who would like to start their own business? Just do it. Like I saw something on Twitter and it was like if Rihanna would have said like, oh, there's like plenty other makeup companies, like why would I start a makeup company? I'm like, because you're Rihanna. Like, I don't know, it's just you have to think that what can you bring, like, because nothing is new, nothing on this earth is new. Like, what can you bring your individual self into it to make people want to buy? So like, yeah, there's 1,000 lash brands, there's 1,000 cosmetic brands, but I bet everybody went and go buy Fenty Beauty.
I feel like a lot of people scary.
That's the thing, like you can't be scared. You can't be scared to waste your money or your time.
That is entrepreneur.
I mean, I'd rather waste all my money, not waste, but spend my money, invest my money than work a 9 to 5. The 9 to 5s, I'm sorry if you do work a 9 to 5, they cool, but they not for me. So I just, why not?
Creative for a 9 to 5. I want that shirt.
Yeah, especially like, come on now, like I know you guys know that working 9 to 5. Saying, hey boss, hey manager, hey, can I go to work? Can I leave early? Nobody's saying that. Like,
somebody else's time.
That's
It's not it. Words to live by. Never compare your journey to the next person. Never compare it. You never know what God has in store for you. But I always get this.
I'm trying to pick my own question.
Right. But it's like I'm scared.
like you don't want to stutter on the camera.
Okay. How many friends did you lose when starting your business?
Y'all lost friends?
I mean, if you lose
It's not necessarily losing friends. You just realize who was really your friend in the beginning.
like who really supports?
Because everybody say, oh yeah, do it, let's do it. But when it's time to repost or come to an event or do anything like that, it's crickets. Nobody, nowhere to be found. So I just feel like that'll be, starting a business will be a test to all your friends to see who really your friend and who really gonna support you when you down.
I mean, yeah, because I mean, a lot of people they always want to boot you on, saying you're doing great things out here, you're doing everything, I'm proud of you. But when it's time to be like, hey, would you mind buying the shirt? They want to discount the shirt price.
Well,
they telling you
look,
that
I got you. Just shoot me. I promote it for you. Can I get it for free? Like what?
everything. Like people just, just people in general. But I feel as if like if you lost people during your time of trying to make a business, then people was never supposed to be around in the first place. And I lost a lot of people. I mean, I'm not saying friends, but everybody know I don't really have friends. I'm mostly you either family or you're not. So I just know that if I work with you, I obviously trust you. But if you're someone that I just casually say what's up to, I'm not gonna consider you a friend. That's like real spill right there. Like I don't know how many people would be like, that's my friend, but you never really speak to her. You don't really know much about her, know about him. So I mean, like I said, everybody who I lost trying to make a company, they were never there for me in the first place. So kick rocks. That's how I feel.
Well, it makes me feel really good about my friends. If y'all watching, Bree, my ace boom. I think just because I've been kind of doing my own business thing for a minute, it's like it's just kind of something people got used to. So it wasn't like I said, I've been doing this since like high school. So it wasn't something like, oh, Cleo doing this now. Like, nah, I've been doing it. But
it makes a difference.
Yeah.
It does.
Because when you starting off something in the middle of a friendship, people feel like you just trying to take the shine, everything about
especially
you.
like new environments too. Like if I would have tried to start it like coming to FAMU, probably would have been different. But like I said, I drew these designs when I was a senior in high school, like because I knew I was coming to FAMU. So it's kind of you have a plan before you get into a new environment, and also I don't know. I just know where I'm going. So like, even when people like try to shortchange me, like, oh, can I use your shirt for this? I'm like, I just don't respond because like I know where I'm going. So I'm like, eventually you're gonna be paying a lot more for my shirts. So
better take it now, right?
Right. So I don't take it to heart though.
Now.
People be cheap, and that's just their nature. But
yeah. And they wouldn't be all expensive with designer and stuff.
Right.
That's so
like,
fake.
That's a whole
You
other
don't
And
know.
they'll pay the
Design.
next person, literally. They will pay the next person. The full price, don't even know this person, but what they gonna pay, they gonna
They put
friend.
AliExpress half price in the
What?
flex, but we ain't gonna talk about
We
it.
ain't talking about it, we just sit back.
This is an honest question. How many of your friends genuinely support you though? Now you lost friends. Now how many of them actually support you? Y'all still friends now, but how many of them actually be like reposting and attending events? Now you know your friends, you know their schedule.
Mm-hmm.
I know you know their schedule because you're their friend, obviously.
Yeah.
So you know what they doing with their leisure time. So how many of them actually do support you generally? Like you can say it on the camera, you let your friends don't watch.
I don't think support always needs to be financially, and especially because we are all in college. Like I don't expect you to buy every single one last shirt. Like that's not what I need. But I would say like some of my friends have like definitely purchased my shirts. My best friend like I live with, like she'll hype me like I get her opinions a lot when I'm like actually creating something, whether I'm painting, whether we're writing scripts. Like she'll like we've written scripts together and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's a misconception too. Like I feel like people will be so quick if you're trying to start a business, they'll be so quick to go on social media like, oh, your friends don't support you, yada yada yada. But I'm like, girl, like support ain't always money, and that's one thing you do have to understand too. So I feel like my friends definitely support.
And if you're looking for money in business, you don't wait a long time because
Right.
money that's gonna fall out the air.
Alright.
Hey mom, hey dad.
My mom don't know English, so. Well, she do know English. Let's not say that. All right, well, let's have
I was just looking back in there. Alright, what are some things you would have done differently? Knowing what I know now, if I would have knew it back then, I definitely would have started earlier, for sure. Like, cause of time go by fast. Time is always ticking. Can't go back ever. So, being able to start earlier, getting a head start would have been a great advantage. But everything happens for a reason, I feel like. So, I don't think I would change anything.
I think some of the things I would change were like the crowd I used to hang with. I used to always play around, so that kind of knocked my focus out. I mean, just you want to have fun all the time, but sometimes.
Exactly, but it's like, I'm sure you learned something while hanging with them that probably carried over into your.
Oh yeah, I mean, one thing to learn is like you can't do everything with everybody. Some people they you gotta leave them where it's at. You can only throw the ladder back down, but you gotta like you can't just take everybody with you. Cause say for example, I'm not being funny or something, but someone who is lackadaisical with everything, you can't expect them to do something in your business. Like you're only gonna cause frustration on yourself. So like that I learned is like sometimes you just gotta learn to branch out, just be social. You never know who you're gonna meet. Right? You never know who you're gonna meet, you never know who's gonna help you. You could easily walk into somebody who could like change your life in an instant. So like I said, you just always gotta like I don't know. Like diverge, like branch out. That's something I really learned and it helped a lot.
I learned don't mess with middlemen.
Middleman.
Yeah.
Middleman.
Middle. Yeah. Yeah, just like especially working with apparel, like you'll learn about like suppliers and manufacturers and people, you know, that are middlemen. Like that's the one thing I wish I wouldn't have done. Which I probably would have kind of went directly to the source instead of like using middlemen versus like how I was getting my supplies and stuff. It's like I came out with a product that I really was not satisfied with at one point. So yeah, just going directly to the source.
Bingo.
Everybody want to be the plug.
And everybody can't be, you know, so.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
What's the most frustrating thing about starting your own crazy. I really have mastered the practice of like not letting things phase me too much. I'd be like, if it's not gonna matter in 5 years, don't waste 5 minutes on it. And yeah, so I mean, it gets hard, but I'm not gonna like get frustrated and quit. So I can't really say what's been the most frustrating thing. Especially if you have confidence in your product and what you're selling, it'll be a lot easier. Like if you are doing something that everybody else is doing and you haven't found your way, your niche to make it different, then yeah, it can be very frustrating because why am I buy your X, Y, and Z when somebody else selling it and probably for a different price? But it's like when you have confidence in your product and in your brand, it's very easy to like, you know, not get frustrated and just go with the flow. So yeah.
I feel like the most frustrating thing is like letting everybody see the vision. Like some people, they may not want to see it right now, but like they probably hop on the boat later on and be like, yeah, I remember when we first started, but at this first time you starting a startup, you're like, okay, I want the whole world to know what value I have to bring.
So like vulnerability.
And a lot of people, you know, I mean, you just gotta be mentally strong because if you get frustrated easy, I feel as if like that's in life.
Entrepreneurship is not for you. If you get frustrated and quit, it's not for you because it's gonna be a lot of trial and error.
A lot. Experience is the best teacher. Let's see. If you were advising the college students going forward, what general advice would you give? So what advice would you give college students going
What's
forward?
your question?
Like college students trying to start a business or just college students in general?
I don't know who wrote this.
Because we are all college students too.
But I feel like some people are like ahead of their time in college. You know what I mean? Like this man has so much wisdom, even though he's a sophomore or a junior. I just feel like everybody can learn from everybody.
You're right.
So what advice would you give people? Or even incoming
I
freshmen?
would say incoming freshmen, I would say the biggest thing is networking is key. No matter what field you're in, college is like basically putting you in a pool of people with the same interests as you. So you never know who you can meet or who could help you in the long run or who you're going to run back into in the future. So I feel like networking is key. Being by yourself is not going to really get you nowhere unless you like plugged in. But that's not the best way to go.
And your past would haunt you, so don't be doing nothing stupid out here thinking that nobody's going to find out. Because all you know, the truth always reveals itself.
Don't be selling bikes out here. Flipping them. $30. 30? Who catch your trash bag?
Charlie, look like.
Said on camera.
I mean, come on now. But, yeah, I mean, that wraps up the Entrepreneurship Roundtable. I thank everybody who actually sat there and watched it. You guys are the realest fans ever. I appreciate you guys. Remember to subscribe and keep liking our videos and stay tuned for more. Thank you.